How you doing? I'm here to brief you about on the history of the American Civil War. And let's start. Here are the causes. The cause of for every war across the world, for every war, be it local or regional, continental or global, there are causes, basic causes. Okay, here as well, the American Civil War started because of these main causes. The first one is economic discrepancy between the North and the South. Let me show you a map of the USA during in the year 1861 when America had 34, 34 states. Okay, as you could see, here is the blue arrow. It shows the blue colored territories north of the USA, highly industrialized, commercially advanced, okay? Urban centers were found here and there, widespread. There was commercial railway. And in the south, as you see, here is the arrow, the Confederacy, these red colored territories, we call it south of the USA. And the South, almost their economy was highly dependent on plantation farms using slave labor. So the first basic cause was economic difference between the north, the highly advanced north of the USA, and the backward South USA. Politically, these Northerners, led by Abraham Lincoln, we call them abolitionists, okay? Abolitionists, because they want to abolish slavery that was in the South. And they were unionists. They want to America to have a uniform economic development, uniformly America, where here and there, including the South, they wanted industries to be developed. Therefore, especially the election of Abraham Lincoln as U.S. president in 1860, that means, in the south of the USA, following his election, they formed CSA, Confederate States of America. That was under the presidency of Jefferson Davis. Now, here is, the war actually started in 1861 between the North and the South. And in the meantime, by the year 1863, Abraham Lincoln issued or introduced a proclamation, what we call Emancipation Proclamation. To emancipate meaning to liberate, okay? American slaves that were in the south of the USA got freedom, amnesty. They became free of slavery. As a result, his army gained, like this one, okay, 186,000 ex-slaves joined his army. And at this Battle of Gettysburg, this was considered as a turning point in favor of the Unionists. And finally, in 1865, the Confederates surrendered and the Unionists won the war. The results of the war. Slavery was abolished, and that abolition of slavery was included in the U.S. Constitution as the 13th Amendment since 1865. Over this much number of diseases was recorded, 600,000, and the war weakened the southern economy, and finally the Unionists preserved their union, and the federal government strengthened the whole of the USA. That was, in total, the 34 states became united again. Okay, here were the key figures: Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, the President of the USA, Jefferson Davis, that of the Confederacy, and Grant, Union General, and Lee, Confederate General. This one was the winner of the war. He was the one who surrendered in 1865. That marks the end of the American Civil War. That's all about. Thank you.